France, a country that millions of people dream of visiting, a land where history lives on every street, where magnificent castles stand proudly above rolling countryside, where world-famous museums preserve humanity's greatest masterpieces, where every cafe tells a story, and where romance seems to exist in the air itself. When people think about traveling to Europe, one country almost always comes to mind: France. Home to the Eiffel Tower, the Louvre Museum, the French Riviera, the Palace of Versailles, snow-covered Alps, beautiful vineyards, and some of the world's most famous cuisine. But here's the question: is France really as magical as social media makes it seem? Because every year, more than 90 million tourists visit France, making it the most visited country on Earth. Yet, despite its popularity, most travelers only experience a tiny fraction of what France truly offers. The internet shows Eiffel Tower, luxury fashion, Paris cafes, beautiful sunsets, historic streets, and glamorous lifestyles. But it rarely shows the hidden villages, the breathtaking countryside, the local traditions, the incredible regional food, the quiet coastal towns, and the experiences that transform an ordinary vacation into an unforgettable journey. Because traveling through France is not simply about visiting famous landmarks, it is about discovering one of the world's richest cultures. So today, we are going to explore the complete France Travel Guide 2026, including the best cities, hidden destinations, famous attractions, French culture, local food, transportation, budget planning, safety, travel tips, hidden facts, and the real France beyond postcards and Instagram. Because France is not just a country. It is an experience that changes the way you see the world. Now let's begin with something fascinating. France is located in Western Europe, sharing borders with Belgium, Germany, Switzerland, Italy, Spain, Luxembourg, and several other European nations. Its strategic location has helped shape world history for centuries. Today, France is one of the world's leading destinations for tourism, culture, fashion, art, wine, and gastronomy. Now let's talk about Paris. Paris, often called the City of Light, a city that millions dream of visiting at least once in their lifetime. Walking through Paris feels like stepping into a living museum. Elegant architecture, historic bridges, beautiful gardens, street musicians, classic cafes, luxury boutiques, and landmarks recognized across the globe. But Paris is much more than the Eiffel Tower. Visit the Louvre Museum, home to thousands of priceless artworks, including the famous Mona Lisa. Walk along the River Seine, explore Montmartre, visit Notre Dame Cathedral, relax in the Luxembourg Gardens, or simply enjoy watching the city come alive at sunset. Every neighborhood has its own personality. Every street tells a different story. But France is far more than Paris. Travel southwest and you'll discover Bordeaux, a city famous for producing some of the world's finest wines. Elegant streets, historic buildings, beautiful riverside views, and an atmosphere that perfectly combines tradition with modern life. Then comes Lyon, often described as France's culinary capital. This is where food lovers truly fall in love with French cuisine. Traditional restaurants, local markets, historic architecture, and vibrant old streets make Lyon one of France's hidden treasures. Now let's travel south to the glamorous French Riviera, known locally as the Côte d'Azur. Here you'll find Nice, Cannes, Monaco nearby, crystal-clear Mediterranean waters, luxury yachts, golden beaches, and breathtaking coastal roads. It is one of Europe's most beautiful seaside destinations. Meanwhile, travel east, and you'll discover the French Alps. Snow-covered mountains, world-famous ski resorts, charming villages, scenic cable cars, and unforgettable hiking trails during summer. Every season transforms the landscape into something magical. Now let's visit one of France's greatest symbols, the Palace of Versailles, a masterpiece of architecture, magnificent gardens, royal halls, golden decorations, and centuries of history. Walking through Versailles feels like traveling back to the age of kings and queens. Now let's talk about transportation, because exploring France is easier than many people imagine. France has one of Europe's best railway networks. The famous TGV high-speed trains connect major cities quickly and comfortably. Within just a few hours, you can travel from Paris to Lyon, from Bordeaux to Marseille, or across much of the country with ease. Public transportation inside cities is also efficient, making independent travel simple for visitors. Now let's discuss French food, because France is one of the world's greatest culinary destinations. Forget everything you think you know. French cuisine is much more than croissants and baguettes. Across the country, you'll discover fresh croissants, baguettes, crepes, French onion soup, ratatouille, escargot, coq au vin, boeuf bourguignon, macarons, fine cheeses, fresh seafood, regional desserts, and every region has its own specialties, meaning every journey becomes a completely different culinary experience. Now let's discuss culture. France has influenced global art, fashion, literature, cinema, architecture, and philosophy for centuries. The French appreciate good food, meaningful conversations, history, art, family traditions, and enjoying life at a slower pace. Visitors who respect local customs, learn a few basic French phrases, and embrace the culture often enjoy a far richer experience. Now let's talk about shopping. France is a paradise for shoppers. Luxury fashion houses, designer boutiques, perfumes, jewelry, local markets, traditional bakeries, vintage shops, and handcrafted souvenirs. Paris alone attracts millions of shoppers every year, but smaller cities often hide unique treasures impossible to find elsewhere. Now let's discuss nature. Many people imagine France as only cities. That couldn't be further from the reality. The country offers snow-covered mountains, lavender fields, rolling vineyards, Atlantic beaches, Mediterranean coastlines, deep forests, national parks, river valleys, and breathtaking countryside. Whether you prefer adventure, photography, relaxation, or road trips, France has something for every traveler. Now let's discuss safety. France is generally a safe destination for tourists. Millions travel here every year without major problems. However, like every popular tourist destination, crowded areas can attract pickpockets, especially around famous attractions. Keeping your belongings secure, staying aware of your surroundings, and planning ahead are simple ways to enjoy a worry-free trip. Now let's discuss money. France can suit different budgets. Luxury hotels certainly exist, but so do affordable hostels, budget hotels, local cafes, street food, public transportation passes, and free attractions. Careful planning allows almost every traveler to experience France comfortably. Now here's something many tourists never expect: the small villages. Places like Colmar, Annecy, Aix, Gordes, and Ricvier often leave visitors with even stronger memories than Paris itself. These peaceful towns filled with flowers, stone streets, historic buildings, and local traditions reveal the true soul of France. Now here's another important truth. Many travelers rush through France in just a few days. That is one of the biggest mistakes. Slow down. Sit at a cafe. Walk without a destination. Explore local markets. Watch the sunset over the Seine. Drive through the countryside. Taste regional food, and allow yourself to experience France instead of simply visiting it. Because sometimes, the greatest memories come from moments you never planned. Now, let's answer the biggest question. Is France worth visiting in 2026? Without question, yes. Whether you love history, architecture, food, art, photography, nature, luxury, adventure, or culture, France offers experiences unlike anywhere else on Earth. This is not simply another destination. It is